So this is huge. At least it is to me, and maybe to you too because you're watching this video. If you live in California, you know if you got a 2022 bike, you can't register it to ride OHV, so like Ocotillo, Dove Springs, Jawbone, stuff like that, because they can't be registered. I never even tried to get a title for this bike when we paid it off. December of 2024, they passed this bulletin or yada, yada, yada about DMV were still issuing stickers to 2022 and newer. And pretty much the Rangers were unsure what to do with these stickered bikes. There's a big clash between the CARB, EPA, and the DMV because they can't get their stuff together. And so pretty much that bulletin was saying we're going to be honoring all 2022 and newer red stickers, at least for the time being, from my understanding. It did go ahead and get rid of the whole red and green sticker thing. So if you have a red sticker now, you can ride all year. And I believe if you have a green sticker, that means you're eligible to be like street legal or something. I don't know, don't quote me on that. I was just concerned about getting a sticker and registered for this bike. So once I saw this bulletin come out that says that the bikes can be registered and they're going to honor the stickers from, at least for the meantime, I wanted to get the title for my bike because I didn't have a title. I just had the certificate of origin that pretty much says that we bought it from where we bought it from, the dealership. We're on this Facebook group, and there's some people saying that they could register it, and there's people saying that you couldn't, and 2022 can't be registered. I wanted to take it in my own hands and see if we could actually register this thing. I don't actually have a DMV in my town, so I have a little third-party place. We went over there. I was like, hey, I got this bike. It's never been registered. I don't have the title for it. What do I need to see if we can get it registered? I hear that they're honoring stickers and allowing these to be registered. So we started the process, and there was a couple things that we needed. So I needed to bring in the origin, certificate of origin, or MSO. I needed to do a VIN check, and I had to get this emission EPA sticker that's supposed to come on these bikes. Well, I didn't have it. I have graphics on the bike. I ripped those stickers off like most people do when you first get the bike. So brought the bike down to the DMV place. We got the VIN check there. A little confusing because they said it was good, and then they called me back and said, hey, we need to take it to CHP. And then they called me back a couple of weeks later and said, no, we're good with the VIN check. You don't got to take it to CHP anymore. Cool. VIN check is good. I brought them the MSO, the certificate of origin from the dealership we bought it from. Then, like I said, that emission sticker, which I found on motorsport.com, it was $5 or whatever, which is weird because the sticker just says that this bike does not meet EPA regulations and cannot be used on off-road, whatever off-road use. And it's the same sticker that's a picture in your manual that says, and I was like, well, hey, this sticker doesn't give us any information. They still made me get the sticker and show them the sticker. And then what happened after that? So I had to bring them the purchase agreement to show that we paid taxes on this bike. Got a call from the office, went back in, signed some papers, and paid for 2 years of registration on this bike. So now we're actually freaking crazy. So this thing is legal to ride in Ocotillo and Jawbone. The sticker's to 2027, so that's pretty cool. But so that was pretty much my experience with registering this 2022 KX450. I think everywhere is different, whether you go to a third party or you go to the DMV. The process may differ. I just printed out the bulletin and pretty much brought it into them if there was any questions, which was really nice because the people at the third party office, they actually took the time, called Sacramento DMV or whoever it was, and they made sure that it was going to be okay. I guess the main DMV, they made sure it was going to be good to register this bike. There was no issues. I did have to fill out like a statement of facts of why I never got the title for it, because I was like, well, I didn't know that you could get a title for these 2022 and newers. Just make sure you have everything when you go in there. So your certificate of origin or your title, the EPA sticker, and your statement of facts so they don't charge you with more taxes. And that's pretty much it. Sign some papers and get your sticker and you're ready to ride. I just wanted to hop in here and do a little disclaimer. This is the bulletin right here that pretty much came out in December. I'll post this link here in the description if you want to read it or print it out for yourself. So I just printed out a copy and brought it into the DMV place just in case there was any questions or whatever. So one thing right here, I forgot to mention, I'll just cover my VIN, that way it's not on there, is I had to get the lien release from the financial place that I financed the bike through. Pretty much states that the bike is paid off and they no longer have a lien on it. So I had to bring that in to the place just to get my title. And then the last thing, so this is like the purchase agreement stuff. They'll want to see this. It has the taxes and stuff on there. And then this right here is for at least the Kawasaki, it's the 2022, which is all the same. So disclaimer on this one, they're gonna see the sticker. It's probably not even on here, so I'll post a picture. It pretty much says that this bike is not for OHV use or whatever. They're gonna say, well, you can't register it then because it doesn't have the right engine numbers or whatever. I think that's for like green sticker registration. And I told him, I was like, hey, this is the same exact part number for like 2016, 2017, 18, and everything that was pretty much getting registered before. What would be the difference between getting this sticker for the 2022s and up? And they kind of were like, I don't know. And then I pretty much had to re-explain to them that I just want to be OHV legal. So this is the part for the EPA sticker. I didn't even put it on my bike. I just brought it to them and showed them that I had it. But so they might haggle you on the sticker. I don't know. But this is the same part number for the pretty much every 450 before too. So if they give you a hard time, just let them know this is the same sticker that is on the bikes that are getting registered that are 2015, 2016, 2017, yada, yada, yada. So yeah, emission sticker, statement of facts, not statement of facts, the purchase agreement, this bulletin, like I said, I'll link it down below. Your lien release if you have if you're trying to get a title for the bike as well, which I did. And then go in there, VIN check, and then you'll get your stickers and you're good to ride your 2022 and up into the desert.